I think sexual sin, our sexual stuff-ups, the poor choices we make, no matter how you frame it, I think it's so damaging to a person and to a relationship or a future relationship because it's so core to who we are. It's so core to who we are. And I think we get this in modern therapies and counselling. If someone is abused, if someone has something happen to them that is of a sexual nature, it can really deeply affect that person. And we don't question it because we know that this is a key issue of life. And yet, when it comes to casual relationships, people don't think sex means much. And yet, it is core to who we are. And I think St. Paul was onto this when he wrote about it in Scripture. He said, all other sins are outside our body, but when we sin sexually, we sin against ourselves, we sin against our own body. And I think he's pointing us towards the fact that this hurts us. This hurts us. And I've met old people, people who are at a latter stages of life who are still having problems with intimacy. I don't mean sexual intimacy, but intimacy because of things that happened when they were children sexually. And that is the power of our sexual choices and sexual sin. And so people say, why do people go on about sex and, making poor sexual choices? I think it's because Scripture warns us that this is going to affect us deeply. That doesn't mean that it's not fixable, it's not mendable, that it's not forgivable. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean that these things are not forgivable and that you can't have the fullness of life. And I've experienced many people, including in my own brokenness in my life, who perhaps have actually grown more because they've allowed the process of moving away from their poor choices to be a process of sanctification and a process of allowing God to heal them and maybe make them even stronger in that area as a result. So this is not that you're stuffed. This is not that you're broken if things happen to you or if you make poor choices, but it's to know that, hey, we need to be careful. Paul says flee. Flee from sexual immorality. That doesn't mean, try not to do this. It means get out of the way and go as far away as possible. That's how important it is, that we want to be so careful as to not let this infiltrate our lives and hurt us.